I just had a group meeting with my mentees, and we had a very nice discussion and discovery about something, and I just felt to share something with you also. There was a deep insight for one of my mentees, and I think it's very important also what came up for her. So basically it's that the emotion in the body, the energy of that emotion, the emotional energy of the anger, hurt, fear, for example, or sadness, is not the same as the repression of that emotion, or the repression on that emotion, or through that emotion. In other words, the repression programs, the unconscious words which are coming running through that emotional energy is not the same as the energy of that emotion. It's just that there is a programming in that emotion. Like for example, if there is an anger in the belly, there is an energy in the belly that says like, I need this anger to protect myself. I have to keep it here. I need this anger to protect myself. I need this anger to protect myself. That's the programming. These unconscious words which are running in the anger, that's just an example. You can use your own discovery in the body. Those words are the unconscious programming which are coming into your awareness more and more as you use those inquiries. And making the programming conscious in the emotion that's been running in the emotional energy, that's how it is in my experience. As I'm making it more and more conscious, those programming somehow it's not that the emotion becomes clean, it's that the programming falls away as I make it conscious. Because as I make it conscious, it doesn't make sense anymore. I see that that's a programming, right? And experientially, it just leaves that emotion in the body, and so the emotion can just be there or rest or whatever. I don't know how to put it into words. There is like this, because the identification happens through the programming, through the unconscious programming in that emotional energy, in that emotion. Yes, and as I make the programming conscious, also the identification stops, because it's the unconscious programming that made us or make us becoming identified with that. Not even the emotion, but the repression of that emotion. And in my experience, it feels that I make the programming conscious, the words, it falls away, and the identification also goes away with the programs, and it feels like I'm unhooking myself. Somehow I'm unhooking myself by making those programs conscious. That falls away. Or one of my friends said it very nicely, like being dislodged or something. I don't often use this word, but it was very expressive, like from the identification or something. So I just found it very important to share it. Maybe you had to hear it today because it was important for them too. And it gave them this insight and even more space with inquiry, like, wow, the emotion is already clean, and there is nothing to be clean in or around or about the emotions, it's already clean. What makes it feel stuck or heavy or dirty or dark or whatever, it's not the emotion itself, it's the programming, and it's dark and heavy because it's unconscious. So that's why I usually say don't bother about the emotions or trying to express them or trying to resolve them. The emotions have space in the body. It's innocent. The emotion is innocent, just like the body is innocent. It's the repression. It's the unconscious repression programs through the emotions, which makes us being identified with that. Same with pain, contraction, sickness, symptoms. It's not the emotion that's causing those surface symptoms. or that pain in the body mind. It's it's the repression programs, it's the repression itself, and not the emotion. I think it's just good to repeat it, because it can encourage you also towards inquiry, and it just makes it simpler. Like, I don't have to get rid of the emotion. I just have to make the programming conscious repetitively, and that's all that we do here. And then you can experience the freedom of those emotions, or even enjoying expressing yourself through those emotions, right? So you don't have to bother about that anymore. Oh, that emotion is problem, or this anger is causing my problem. No, it's not the anger, or not the repressed hurt or fear. It's the repression itself, not emotion. The repression causing the pain, not the emotion.